Hi everybody, this is Wenzes from Below the Radar Above the System, and today's topic is INFJs and finding our power. This topic came about because of some comments I had on the last videos that people understood where I was coming from, but they were worried or wondering how can they find like that power to take control of their lives, and they feel powerless. And so I decided to take on this topic because this is a paradox we're going through. It's people also said they've watched the videos of Gary Vaynerchuk. I talked about this all in the beginning because I think that he has a lot of points when it comes to starting a business online, and that I really enjoyed his videos because they were so full of energy, and people said, oh, I look at him and I see all this energy going through him and I wish I had that power, I wish I had that energy. And I remember watching them myself last year and thinking the exact same thing. And now I know that we actually do have this power. It's just mainly we don't understand why we should take it. As in, we don't have the right to take on that power. I know there's a lot of us who wonder, are we really neglecting our INFJ being by following a road where we take more control of our lives, where we really fight for us being good and we think we neglect our essence? And that is just not true. I wanted to talk about this video, and in this video also about our lowest function, the SE function, which is a lot of the force that we have that's like within us. And a lot of people said, oh, but I don't want to, I don't want to be like an ESTP. I don't think it's a right idea to go into SE mode and neglect our NI. And well, there's just one thing I have to say about this. I don't think you ever could. My grandma is an ESTP. I lived with another ESTP for years. I know these people like the back of my hand, and I love them to death. But I can guarantee you, you will never ever be an ESTP. Even if you're in a stressed out mode and your shadow functions come out, you're not going to be an ESTP because they completely come from the other direction. They see like what's really apparent to them right now. And I don't care what kind of mood I am. I don't care if I'm in stress mode or whatever. You can't keep that mode for more than a couple of minutes. Every information you take in, it's like this. It comes in and your brain does like this. It expands everything. Your intuition is very strong, and you cannot neglect it or put it down by strengthening something else. It's like this. Let's say you're really good with your right foot at soccer, for example. I mean, you're really, really, really good. If you train your left leg or your left foot, your right foot is not going to go and get any worse. It's still going to stay that strong, just the other functions are going to get strong as well. And you have to imagine it like this. As I said, you take in information and everything expands. And this is a huge deal, and this is a lot of things you can do with this because you can have a vision and really work towards that vision and create great things because you can see further, you can see into the future, you know what could be. But, and now comes the but, we are not above other people in any kind of way, because if it was that way, if we knew everything, then number one, we wouldn't suffer that much, and number two, we wouldn't be so dissatisfied from time to time. We wouldn't really be in a situation where we feel we're lost, nobody understands us, as in we feel powerless. So what I'm trying to say here is that you have to kind of use your SE as a steering wheel, or I don't know how you call it, in the back of like your boat, something that just like gives you the strength to go into the right direction. So the things that you put into your mind really can create a vision that is like lasting, that you can really take somewhere and then you can do something with. I don't have a problem with taking on pain. I don't think it's a bad idea in general to suffer if you know that a lot of people are benefiting from it. But we do things that we take on pain of others and it doesn't get them anywhere. People just like we enable them to keep on their negative road, on not realizing what's really going wrong in their life. We just like take it away from them, and they're just like, you make the life easier for them, as in their the way they're living right now, although they're not going the right direction. And what I'm trying to say is that when we get into these stress modes, what happens is you really like put all your energy in your SE in order to get out of your NI vision, your current NI vision. Let's say you focus on a project or you focus on a person and you've gotten really deep into it and you don't want to let go. This is a typical thing. We don't want to let go because to us this is the truth. But you have to understand that your NI is not perfect. I mean, your NI is perfect in itself, as in it creates all this great things, and there's just like, a bliss, but you do not take in all informations. If there's something you want, or you see like some kind of vision, you do get some kind of like tunnel vision. You take in the informations that make sense to you and you neglect everything else. And this is just what happens. And there's nothing wrong with that because it keeps us like really growing and really believing in something. But we have to steer away from things that don't get us anywhere. That's why it's so important to gather up knowledge, to understand what does work, what doesn't work, so we can really get into the right direction. And there was a post yesterday, and I talked to somebody on the Below the Radar Above the System Facebook page, and we're talking about, are there any right directions? And she said, every path is right, and so on, and just enjoy the journey. And there is no wrong path in this way, because everywhere you go, you gather knowledge, you get things. But what really is that there are wrong directions, as in you take on somebody's pain and it doesn't lead anywhere. They don't get better. They maybe get better for that moment, but they don't get better in the long run. You get hurt. Nobody wins. And this entire time, your NI vision was perfect. So, where's the problem? Your NI vision said this is great, and it didn't. It didn't. So there were like things you didn't take into consideration because you wanted it so bad, because you concentrated so much on this. So you have to, and especially in these moments, you do have to concentrate more on your SE to fight your way out. And what this happens is that you just like put into your mind things that don't work, they're not right, that you realize first through your FE judgment that people are not treating you right, that is not what you deserve, because you deserve for people to treat you as well as you treat them. If you think that is not possible, then take more care of yourself and to get yourself out of these situations. And it's really, really tough, because at this moment, if you think, I have this overview and this is perfect, and if they would just do this, or if the situation would just turn out that way, then we would all be happy. So it is important to concentrate on building your SE, because once you have that TI knowledge, that you kind of have a system of what's good for you, you can use that SE to stir your head into informations or into fields that really make sense. And what does make sense is to find what is what your passions are, what you really like doing, and how you can really create a situation where you constantly can concentrate on something, take in information and put it out there. SE is also something it's also the force that helps you to get things out there, to not just keep them in there. Because as long as things are only in your head, they're not beneficial to anybody. They don't get you anywhere. You just, you gather all this information, and at some point you just have to fight. And I've said this before. I always thought I know that they're suffering. I know, it's never about the money, and people are just kind of trying to get just forget about their own pain, so they concentrate on buying stuff, on getting money, or whatever it is. But we're not any different. Just because we don't, spend our money on something, or we get drunk or whatever it is, does not mean that we don't try to do something to take the pain away. We actually do that. If we concentrate, for example, on saving one person's life and neglecting our own needs, then this is just an addiction mode. You concentrate on something else, so you don't have to concentrate on what's not going right in your life. And once you've really gotten to a point where you realize this is not the solution. The solution is that first of all, you save yourself, you concentrate on yourself, and you realize what is it that I can do that makes me happy, that brings value to my life, and that is creating something. Just, use your NI vision and then put it out there. It's like it can be art, it can be it can also be just things that make some kind of thing better, like either if it's helping people or if it's creating some kind of system that makes other people's lives better. That's what I'm saying. And I know, like, I watch a lot of those motivation videos, and Will Smith always says, well, you just got to make a choice. Just decide what you're going to be and how you're going to do it. And I always thought, what's he talking about? Like, I don't, that's my whole problem. I don't know what decision to make. I make a decision based on, this feels right to me. I like doing this, so I'm going to concentrate on this. And I really have a problem with decision making, since in our NI vision, everything makes sense. Everybody has the right for their own path. Everybody has the right for doing what they love most. And I also want that same thing for me. But I've gotten to a point where I just do not have a choice. I've really gotten to a point where I was suffering a lot. I was at the bottom. Like, a lot of us get into this field or this mental state as in, I'm all by myself, I'm misunderstood, and we just like kind of pity ourselves. I've been there. Trust me, I have been on the lowest you can imagine. I know how it is, but enough is enough. You just have to, like, I was really forced to take a direction I didn't want to take. People do not take other directions that they think they're, like, if they have one right direction they think they can go, and I'm talking about direction as in, like, really physical things, just mental things, the way you think. Unless you're forced to change that, most people don't change it. I would have maybe changed it if I would have watched a video like this and somebody would have talked to me like this. I would have done it maybe, but I didn't know before. So I was really forced to understand that it's not the solution to, like, kind of concentrate everything on saving one person, or just completely forgetting about myself and just completely getting lost in other people. But I had to concentrate on myself. I realized that this was just a mechanism, an addiction mode to, like, take me away from my own pain. And once I realized that I'm the solution, I'm the reason, I have all this power in me that I feel like I can, I'm powerful beyond measures, and I don't take on anything. I just, like, kind of stay in my little shell. And until I realize that I have to break out of it and I have to be willing to be criticized and judged, I had to, like, really understand there's no other choice. And once I understood that, oh, look where that power went. I didn't have all those different choices. I had one choice. I knew that right now, the first thing I have to do is I have to find something that makes me happy first. And there was my power. You have that power in you. It's never going to be like the ESTP power as in just force. But if you're put in a situation where you have to, like, really do it, then you can do it. This is what I mean. If you find somebody, like, somebody's being bullied, and you really stick out, you see how much power you do actually have in you. And so I'm saying this SE power that we have, like, kind of in the back, it's just supposed to steer you in the right direction. So if you see, like, your NI vision was just beautiful in some kind of area, but it didn't work out, realize there was something missing. You didn't think of a lot of steps, and then, like, steer it away. Just, like, this is, like, the first step you have to do. Just, like, use your SE and, like, really as strong as you can to get out of that situation. And this is the typical door slam situation. We always stay somewhere, but if we really think somebody has crossed us in a way that we cannot accept, oh, look how powerful we actually are. We can just get ourselves out of the situation just like that. Like that. But this is not something you can do on a general basis. Like, we do not have that kind of SE strength to actually really do that all the time. if we did, we would be some kind of like ESTP, as I said, or we would be more balanced. And the point is just to kind of use your SE to always kind of just correct where you're going, because you take on everything, and then it's just a matter of where you want to go. And as long as you concentrate on your vision, as long as you concentrate on, I'm not going to find my solution in somebody else. I'm not going to find my solution in fulfilling somebody else's dreams. It's just, you have to fulfill your own destiny, your own dreams, everything that you are, this potential you have in you. You're not going to maybe have all this, everything how you imagined you're in your NI, but you have to start somewhere. And once you know this is the path I have to go, this is something where I can really bring value to life, I can bring value to a lot of people around me, you don't feel alone anymore. You know, when you're by yourself and you don't feel, and you know that there's something you're doing, this is not like a waste of your time or anybody's, you just like kind of blossom. And this is where you find your power, your SE. Use it as a steering wheel. And realize that you think if somebody doesn't treat you the way you think somebody should treat you, or you see that some situation is not like really going the way you plan, then just like enable your SE a little bit more. Don't look at what could be, what would be so wonderful, which is the truth to you. Just really look at what's apparent right now. Like what is it? Like you see that person and you think, oh, they're only treating me bad because they're scared of how much they could need me or what I would bring to them and so on. You are not you are as valuable as anybody else. Your life matters. You matter. Okay? So realize, no, this is not a behavior it's good for me. And I don't want, if somebody wants to be in my life, somebody wants to be part of our energy, then they do have to obey some kind of rules. And you have to do that not because you're evil or because, you just like kind of neglect your, martyr sense. No, it's because you have to save and protect yourself. We're not like going and just like hurting people just like that. All we're doing is we're protecting ourselves because we matter. We can do so much good to life, to people, for us, for everybody, that we cannot let anybody put us down and not allow us to use all our energy, all our power to put something out there. And so really concentrate on that. And you're on the right track as long as you know you're doing something that really brings value to your life, and you'll see how many people really get better through this. Like, you are an example. Be a good example. Protect yourself. Be good to yourself. And think about, like, be one with your consciousness and just like really understand what is good for you. And then you'll see how everything falls into place. Yes, there are wrong and there are right directions. You need to take wrong directions from time to time so you know how to do it better. No question about that. But understand that completely just like forgetting about yourself in the long run and concentrating everything on something external is just like an addiction mode that takes you away from that pain that you want to make something out of your life, give your life meaning, and you don't feel the power that you do. You just have to know there is no other choice. Once you do that, you find your power and you can do something great with your life. Okay, have a great week, guys. Come on with ideas. Let's really like get this thing started. So talk to you soon. Bye.